It's been a long time coming, Sam.
It has, Jay. What's going on, man?
Man, like, look at you, man. You're like the coolest guy ever. Dude.
That's not true, and also very kind, but thank you.
Yeah, man, you're like the kind of person that makes me want to be in a band. You know what I mean, dude?
Thank you. Let's get in one. Ready.
You don't want that. Your career will be over faster than you can like do like this, Sam. But it's great, man. You've been in Nashville since 2017.
Yeah, summer of
2017, so 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some growth there, I'm sure.
Tons. It's been fun.
What's the Sam Varga of today compared to the Sam Varga that came in 2017?
Oh wow, I think Sam that came to Nashville was kind of was super running. I was kind of falling back on something because I'd been with the band for a long time whenever I moved here. So I thought I was just kind of like doing a backup plan. I was like, ooh, I don't want to work a desk job. I think I can do songwriting. I'll just write for other people. And then I got impatient because I think I was in town for a year and I was like, I don't have a publishing deal yet. Yeah. I was like, well, I'll do it myself and I'll go get the numbers. And so like I recorded 2 songs and I was like, oh shit, I'm still an artist. That's unfortunate. And then just kind of kept on doing that. And then I get to do 50-50 now. I'm writing for people as much as I am writing for myself. Sorry. And yeah, it's been a blast. So working on the record right now. Well, the record's done. Working on promoting the record and rolling that out. And that's been a journey in of itself. Probably about 3 years in the making for this one, which is great. Yeah.
Lots to unpack there.
Tons. Just unloaded on you. Sorry.
I love it. But like, let me start with this. I think that you are like one of like the pioneers or one of the leading forces right now in like indie rock. I mean, I think of you.
That's nice of you to say. Okay.
I think of you. I think of the Foxies.
Love the Foxies.
Tell me a little bit about like that scene in Nashville, because most people, obviously like country, Americana a lot, and I feel like you really like are in the nitty gritty, and you spend a lot of time in LA as well. So how do you compare kind of like where Nashville is in that scene and where you are?
That's a great question. I feel like I end up talking about that a lot, especially with people going back and forth from Nashville and LA. I got to see it happen. I think a lot of it started back in like 2019 and 2020, whenever you started seeing guitar come back into pop music. I think it was kind of like, MGK and Youngblood started putting, pop punk chords and stuff. And then it kind of became like this template. And then pop punk comes back, emo comes back. You have the whole "it's not a phase" thing. And then Olivia Rodrigo comes out and has electric guitar on all of her songs for her first album. And then rock's back. Rock's mainstream again. And with kind of the sonics of classic country going away, there's not a lot of pedal steel and fiddle on, pop country radio right now. But there's a lot of heavy guitar. It's almost more reminiscent of, Nickelback and what people would call butt rock at times. So I think whenever that all happens, concurrently, people are creating music in Nashville and they're like, okay, let's go. And then as Nashville has become the hub of creating music, that's just what people come to. It's like, whether they're being innovative or riding the wave, like guitar is back, rock's back, and since Nashville's the hub for creating music, like now Nashville's a rock place. And much more of a pop place too, which I'm having a blast with. Yeah.
Totally. And emo is back, which is
incredible because you never went away, man.
These bands that were like almost like the butt of the joke a couple of years ago,
for sure.
Now they're like filling, arenas again.
Yeah.
So that's cool because at your ethos, that's what you are, right?
Yeah. I mean, super was an emo kid. I was only interested in like Guitar Heroes. Oh, 100%. That's exactly right. You call it like, yes, it was AC/DC, TNT, on the Alcatraz level of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. So I was only listening to like classic rock, and then my older sister came home from college, and in one day she showed me Census Fail, Seosin, and Under Oath, and I was done. Yeah, hooked.
I love it. I love it, dude. You mentioned that band that you had before you moved to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
High school band.
High school band.
You guys like kicked some ass, man.
That's very nice of you to say.
You did some shit. Like, we're good.
did. We got to do a lot, and that was so much fun and so influential to how I ended up doing music here, because there was such a DIY kind of ethos in that punk scene in Louisville, and I feel like that's most punk scenes. Like if we couldn't get a venue, we still had the show, whether it was in a garage or a American Legion or the basement of a school, and we would rig work lights on top of our half stacks, and we'd like have somebody back there with circuit breakers, like just going back and forth, or surge protectors. And so music was always like super communal, and you always found a way to make it work. You didn't wait for anybody. And we got to do a lot of fun stuff. And then that band, it became so many different things. It started off as an emo band, and then it became, a pretty like pop rock band. Then we tried to be a Mumford & Sons band. Then we went country. Then we went 21 Pilots. And we just tried to find the iteration. But after we weren't emo, we were kind of just fizzled out.
Like the coolest kid in high school, basically.
No. I was the kid who would just show up with a car full of gear to the cool kids party and say, hey, I'm playing your party.
Yeah. Dude, your new songs are so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Been listening to them. By the way, the album comes out in June.
Yeah.
But like something like Never Better.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like that's such a jam, man. And,
Thank you.
It does showcase like kind of the Nashville songwriting with rock and roll and with indie and with all that good stuff, man. Is it easy, Sam? And you mentioned you're also like a songwriter, like as per se. Is it easy to just pour yourself out like into a song like that? I'm not an artist, man, so I don't know, but your songs are personal.
Thank you.
Is that hard to do?
I don't know. Like it has to be. It has to be incredibly difficult, right? Otherwise, I would do it perfectly every day. I think creativity is something so elusive. You just kind of have to show up. You have to show up more than try, I think. So, for myself, if I'm gonna write stuff that I want on my project, a lot of the time I have to sit down by myself.
Yeah.
That's hard to like say no to the day and like sit down and write alone. Right. That's always been a little hard for me, but a lot of energy, right? Yes. But what I do with that normally becomes a cut, and then because I'll bring in that and I'll finish it up with people I trust, or I'll make sure that I write with particular people who will get it, because there's songs on the record. There's 2 or 3 of them that people didn't want to write with me because they're like, what the hell is that?
Sure.
It's like, it's a song about the end of the world. It's like in the apocalypse. It's like, okay, yeah. And then instant cut. And then people were confused with Never Better. And I was like, no, I think I hear what this is going to be. A song called Stories That We Tell. So they were all kind of like heady ideas. But as far as like pouring myself into it, I don't think that's hard. I think the harder part of that is making it palatable and universal for your listener. You have to show up and be authentic, because that's where I think the quality comes from. That's what makes you unique. But then you have the difference between the catharsis of you pouring yourself out and the craft of songwriting, which is the cracker you deliver that to the audience. And so you got to be able to do both. And I think that's where the muscle of being in a town like Nashville for 7+ years helps you get out what you have to say in the best way for an audience.
Yeah, well said. And I think we're talking off camera. I mean, friend of the show, really good friend, Candi Carpenter, and the way that,
Yes.
You also had some viral success with TikTok,
Hi, Candi.
I mean, you've had videos that have hit like 1 million views and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Several. But I think that you nailed it.
Thank you.
Because I think that, some of the people here, that they put so much into like the visual element and the social media, but the songs don't have the depth. But you seem to have struck a balance with both, man.
Well, that's, first off, Candi Carpenter is a huge part of this record. This kind of journey started with a song called Jim Carrey. And Candi really, thank you. I stole that idea from Candi. So Candi really pushed me to say something different, say something more authentic. And I really appreciated that they saw that potential, because I came in with a song that I thought was really deep. Yeah. And Candi just chipped away at it until we got someplace even better, which was Jim Carrey. And then finding a way to do content that looks really great, but also doesn't make you want to like just pull your eyeballs out making it, because it can be really arduous. Candi's really great at that. So I owe them a big thank you for the record and for helping me with the content. But yeah, I think that's the thing with TikTok, and that's the thing with content is if you don't enjoy doing it, then that is so palatable to your audience. Yeah. So you have to find a way.
Like the audience can tell. Right?
Yes. So you have to find a way to do it that feels good to you, because otherwise it won't feel good to people watching. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You can tell. Dude, by the way, you've acted. Like,
I have. I don't, but I have.
Actor, you did that thing with Mary Sarah, Americana Dreaming, and all that stuff. Is that something that you want to pursue a little more? Maybe. Did you enjoy that?
I thought about that a lot. I thought about what I thought about that. It was a lot of hard work, brutal hours, really fun. Yeah. The thing that I've been a musician since I was 10, so I can tell when a song's good or when a vocal performance is good. I've never really acted before, so I have no idea if I did good or not. But I love doing the music. I would love to do more soundtracks. That's something I'll definitely pursue. And then I think I would totally do another movie, especially if I need to like finance another record. That works really well. Sure. Just do one. Yeah, totally.
Dude, well, you're going to play a song for us, and you're being so generous with your time. Let me leave you with this, man. I mean, touring right now, you're about to hit the road like after the album release cycle.
Hopefully, yeah.
I know right now touring is challenging in many ways. It's expensive. But it's how you get your art out there. Is that something that you enjoy? Is that something you look forward to, especially with all the current challenges? I guess the expenses and all that.
I haven't gotten a tour in forever, so if that's on the table, I'll be so stoked. Yeah. I mean, this whole rollout's been to do that. Sure. So, that's how you feed your baby album. Yeah. So it's got to eat. Yeah. So, I'm stoked to go back on whatever that looks like too. Yeah. So it's been far too long since hit the road. So.
And thanks for your time, dude. Thanks for everything you do, dude.
Thank you.
You're very important in Nashville.
Thank you, Jamie. That means a lot, man. You as well.
I appreciate it, man. But I think there's something magical happening in Nashville. We talk about it all the time with friends.
Absolutely.
I think people will look at this era as like, the Laurel Canyon in the 70s or the West
maybe
New York.
Yeah.
And I think that, the branch that you and Candi play and your friend Julia Bullock of the Foxys and all that is a very important part of something that I think is going to resonate for generations.
Absolutely. I mean, that sounds great.
I mean, that's what you are. Sam, so thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man. If you want to take us away with a song, man, we'd love it. Dude.
Cool. This song is called Jim Carrey. Thank you all so much. I learned a lesson when I was 7. Well, at the table with Mom and Dad, you can stop a fight right in its tracks if you make everyone laugh. And it felt safe to be the punchline, a role that I was born to play. I sold my soul out for the smiles. Guess I always loved the stage. If something ever scared me, I'd do my best Jim Carrey. I'd go run and get my mask, make everybody happy. Hey, look, mono hands, throw myself down the stairs. Turns out nobody knows how to take a joke. And it got old when I got older. I never learned to drop the act. Now I fuck up like it's my profession. If I'm the first to call me worthless, oh, it doesn't hurt as bad. Truth is, I'm just some stupid kid talking out of his ass. If something ever scared me, I'd do my best Jim Carrey. I'd go run and get my mask, make everybody happy. Hey, look, mono hands, throw myself down the stairs. Turns out nobody knows how to take a joke. Oh, somebody stop me, it's not that funny. Somebody stop me, whoa. Something ever scared me, I do my best Jim Carrey. Well, I'd go run and get my mask, make everybody happy. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Who's laughing at me? Oh, ha, ha, ha. I'm the death of the party. Pretty early for that song.
Like chills, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man. Dude, your voice is fucking incredible. That's
Appreciate you.
That's Bridgestone Arena voice.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Thank
It's
you
very
so much,
kind.
dude.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
brother.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
Thanks for coming, man.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here for the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from Jrodconcerts Media.